Good morning, students. From today onwards, we are going to start our computer lectures. Chapter number 1, creating HTML forms using Composer. In this chapter, we are going to study about how to create form and a software that is Composer used to create a form. Now, before starting about the form, let's go through some basic terms that are used while using internet or while using World Wide Web. The first term is network. Network is a group or collection of computers or mobile that are connected with each other to share information and resources. Such group of connected computer is known as computer network. Internet, the interconnection of various computer network or mobile network is known as internet. We can define internet as network of network. World Wide Web or WWW or simply web. The WWW or World Wide Web is a repository, or we can say a collection of interconnected web pages that are spread throughout the world. The web content in form of web pages is explored or can be used using browsers or web browser. On these web pages, links are placed pointing towards different location. It means here a special text known as link or hyperlink is used to connect one page to another. These links are known as hyperlink. Hyperlink is a special text, or it can be a picture or graphic. When user click to it, it connects you to some different web page. It can be of the same website or it can be of a different website. Website, it is a collection of web pages related to a particular topic. Say for example, SBI website. SBI website will contain all the pages that are related to State Bank of India, that is banking. In the same way, LIC website will have all the web pages that are related to Life Insurance Corporation. Web page. Web page is a page of information, a single page of information written using HTML language. Home page, it is a main page, or we can say it is the first page of any website from where you can go to any other page of the website. HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is used to describe how the web page should be displayed by the web browser. HTML is a language used to describe the web pages. HTML is a documentation language used to mark content of web pages such as heading, title, table, image, form, etc. HTML is machine independent language and all internet browser accept the content written using HTML code. HTML is a kind of markup language. A markup language is a set of tags that provides additional information on how to present web content. HTML files are text files that contains additional formatting markup information in form of tags along with its content. HTML files are text files that contain additional formatting markup information along with its content. Now, HTML is the most popular markup language used to design web page. That is, it is a common language that is used to design web page. There are other languages also that can be used to design web page, but HTML is the most popular language used to design web page. Tags, the words written in open angular bracket and closing angular bracket is known as tags. A tag is made up of letters, words and numbers that are enclosed between a left angular bracket and right angular bracket. A combination of opening and closing tag along with some content between the two tags forms an element. Say for example, title, my first web page and slash title. So title is a tag. An HTML element may be empty or container. That is, a tag can have the opening tag and the closing tag, which is known as container or pair tag, and a tag that doesn't have the closing tag is known as empty or single tag. It can also have some attributes or extra information to specify the additional formatting and publishing instruction. They are known as attribute of the tag. The HTML tags that are in pair or that comes in the closing, opening and closing curly bracket, closing tag, are the contents within them forms an HTML element. The first tag, that is HTML, is known as opening tag, and the tag with slash HTML or slash and the name is known as closing tag. The slash and the tag name is known as closing tag, and it marks the end of an element or tag. The closing tag will have the same name as the opening tag preceded with a forward slash. It means the opening and the closing tag will have same name. Structure of an HTML file. Structure indicates that how the HTML file is to be written. Here we see that each and every HTML file will have HTML tag in it. The first tag, that is HTML, indicates the beginning of an HTML document, and the last tag, that is /HTML, indicates the closing of HTML tag. After HTML, the second tag is head. Now here if you see that head is written slightly inside the HTML tag. The tags that are written slightly inside the main tag are known as subtag of the main tag. So here if you see, head and body are the subtag of an HTML tag. Between head and /head, title tag is used. So here we can say that title tag is a subtag of the head tag. Below it, body. In body there are different tags used. Say for example here h1, font, form. So they are written between body and /body. So these are the subtag of the body tag. After that, /HTML indicates end of the HTML document. Form. Now here in this chapter we are concerned with how to create a form using HTML language and using a special program known as Composer. Let's have some introduction about the form. With increase in the use of internet, many activities have become online. As you see today's situation, that school, colleges, big institutions are working through the help of internet, online. If you want to buy anything, we are putting order online. For registration, online form is there. So with the increase in use of internet, many activities have become online. A web pages is used to display various information. HTML forms are used to help the visitor of the website to input data. That is, forms can be used to collect information from the user. Well organized structure designed to input the required data and information of website is called form. So we can say that a form is like your normal form or printed form that we are using in our day-to-day life to provide information. In the same way, online form or form is also used to provide information. The method of adding information in the printed form and the form of the web page is same. Form are used to input data and allow more interactivity and control in data entry. It means in this online form we can restrict the data entry, which field the user has to fill compulsory, which fields are optional, that we can decide it in the online form. For example, when user want to open an email account on a website, user has to first of all enter his personal details in the form. This form we can say is an example of online form. In the same way, nowadays we are filling admission form for various institutions. Now here also we are providing information. This is also an example of an online form. In order to obtain such information on internet, HTML forms are used. This provided data is further stored by the application. It means the data that you are providing in online form are stored using the application. This data is also used to retrieve the details about the user registered on the website. Form in HTML is a container used to collect different kinds of input from the user. Form in HTML is a container element, that is, it will have the opening tag and the closing tag, that is form and slash form. There are different elements that we can use it in the form. So these elements of HTML form are: number 1, label; number 2, checkbox; 3, text input field; 4, radio button; 5, submit button; reset button. These elements of form are used to enter data as well as to validate the data within the form. That is, with the help of this element, we can accept the data from the user as well as we can validate, means we can check it that the user is entering correct data or not. Form element. The form element is used to create an HTML form. That is, form tag is used to create an HTML form in HTML. It is a container for all the elements used in the form. That is, all the elements that are used in form, the form tag is a container for it. The tag form and slash form is used to implement various form element. That is, various form element can be used between the form and slash form. The following 4 elements are used to create HTML form. Number 1, form; 2, input; 3, text area; and 4, select and option. The syntax for using the form element is given below. The tag that is used, that is form and slash form, is written in the body part of the HTML document structure. It means form is a subtag of the body tag. Form action is equal to filename.html, method is equal to post or get. It means action attribute of form tag tells where the information is to be stored. Now here in this attribute we have to specify the file name where we want to store the information supplied by the form. Method, here 2 options are available, post and get. Now between form and slash form we can make use of input element. There are 2 attributes available with the form. First attribute is action and second attribute is method. Form action attribute. The action attribute is used to specify where to send the form data when the form is submitted. That is, this attribute tells the browser that when user fill the form and at the end click on submit button, where the filled information should go or should store, that can be specified with the action attribute. Action attribute of form tag is used to control the process executing after the form is submitted. That is, this attribute controls the process that is executed at the backside when we click on the form submit button. The value that is available with the action attribute is name of a file. So it takes file name as value of the action attribute. This file is open when the user click on submit button after filling data in the form. That is, after filling online form, when the user click on submit button, the file is open and whatever information we have filled is stored or dumped into the given file. The second attribute that is available with the form tag is method. Method attribute is used to specify the HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, method to be used when sending the data. It means this attribute specifies that when we are sending the data, which method is to be used. Method attribute decides how to submit the information of the form at specified place. It means its attribute value decides that how the data will be submitted, how the field data will be submitted at the specified place, that is at the given file. Method attribute can take two values, get and post. The first value, that is the get method, this method retrieves the data from the form, that is collects the data from the form and send it to the server by attaching it at the end of the URL. URL means Uniform Resource Locator. It allows a limited amount of information to be sent at a time. That is, in get method, the data is attached at the end of the URL, and second thing, there is a limit to the amount of data to be sent at a time. The second method is post. This method sends the data as a block or collection of data through HTTP transaction, HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol transaction. The data is included in the body of the request. Here there is no restriction on the length of the data. That is, any size data can be transferred with the help of the post method. So here we can see that get method allows to transfer only limited amount of information at one time, but with the help of the post method, the whole data, or there is no restriction on the data to be sent. By default, method value is get. It means if you don't use method attribute, then in that case method attribute will have the value get. But if you want to use post method, then in that case we have to use method and value as post. input element. The input element are used to insert various fields like text box, password, radio button, checkbox, submit button and reset button and drop down menu in the form. Now whenever we use online form, all these elements we are using in it. Text box is used to accept text, password is used to accept the password, radio button are used to accept one option, checkbox to check the option, submit button to submit the information and reset button to make the form blank or reset the value to the default one, and drop down menu allow you to select any option from the drop down menu. The input tag or input and slash input is used to implement input element. The input tag has different attributes like type, name, value. Here it is given the syntax of it. Input type is equal to value, name is equal to value, and in value is equal to and specify the value. Use the input element and slash input to close the input tag. Here type attribute specifies the field to be created in the form. Now as we have discussed above, that we can insert radio button, checkbox, text field, password, submit and reset button in our field. So type can be any one out of this. The second attribute of input element or input tag is name. The name attribute specifies what name we have to use for the field in the form. Value attribute specifies the default value of the field in the form. Now this is the value that will automatically appears when a new form is displayed. If you don't want to display the default value, then in that case don't use the value attribute. Text box field. The first element that we are going to study is text box. Now text box, as the name indicate, is used in the form to enter text. Text box is used to enter data like username, first name, middle name, last name, user email ID, etc. Text box is created by giving text as a value to the type attribute of input tag. That is, in input tag the first attribute is type. In that specify the value text to insert text box in the form. A user can enter any data of his choice in the text field. That is, he can enter alphabet, numbers and special characters in this text box field. Now the syntax of the text box field: form, as it is a main element or say main tag of our HTML to accept the form. Method we have used is post. Action admission form.html, that is, whatever information we fill will be stored or will be sent to the admission form.html file. Now here, after this, student name. Now it is a title or label that is given to the text field. Input type is equal to text. as we want to insert a text box, so here we have specified type attribute as text. Name is equal to, and the student name, that is the value that we want to display, or what name you want to specify to the text box. Now here we have specified the name as student name. Max length, this attribute specifies the maximum number of characters you want to accept or that will be displayed in the text box. The third attribute is size is equal to 20. It means the size of the text box will be of 20 characters. Now here whatever size you specify, you can specify more than 1 and less than or equal to 40. The second text box that we had used for the city field. Now here also input we want to accept the text box, so here type is equal to text. Name, the text box value will be referred by the name city. Now here by default we want to display Ahmedabad in the city box or city input box or text box. So here we had specified, or here we had used the value attribute, and the value that we had specified is Ahmedabad. So at the below, if you can see the output, in the student name we had not used any value, so it is blank. In the city field we had made use of value as Ahmedabad, so by default in the text box Ahmedabad will be displayed, but when the user fill the information, at that time if he want the value as Ahmedabad, he can use it, or he can press the backspace key to delete the word Ahmedabad and he can type a new value. Now here the value, the next attribute is max length. The max length specifies the number of characters that maximum you can enter in this field, that is 30, and size is equal to 18. It means we can specify 18 characters in the box, or 18 characters will be displayed in the box. After that slash form indicates end of a form. Now here a note is there that max length specifies how many maximum character you can enter. So whatever value you can enter, the user can enter only that many number of characters, not more than that. The second attribute is size. Size specifies the size of the text box in the form. Now in the city field we had specified the size is 18. It means that 18 characters will be displayed in the box. More than 18 characters, the first characters will be scrolled to the left and the remaining character that you enter will display in the box. Below it is given an example of admission form, and the use of the text field in the form is given, and the output, that is student name. Here we had not specified any value, so it is a blank box. In the second text box city, by default we want Ahmedabad, so in the value attribute we had specified the value as Ahmedabad. The second field that we can use in the form is password field. Password field is used to enter password. Password field is similar to text field. That is, password field also display the text box. The difference in the text field and the password field is whatever character you type in password field will not be displayed to the user. The characters typed in password field are converted into non-readable format, that is, it can be displayed as asterisk, question mark, dot. The advantage of using password field is that you can hide real text being typed in password field. When user enter password, no one is able to read password entered by him, or no one is able to read that what he has entered in the password field, because whatever the user enter will be automatically converted as asterisk, question mark, or it can be dot also. Here an example of use of password field is given. Form method post action admission form dot html. Password is the label that you want to give to the box. Input type is equal to password. The type attribute specifies that in this box we want to accept the password. Name specifies name is equal to password. It specifies that whatever the user enter in this box will be referred by the name password. Retype password. Input type is equal to password. The type remains the same, that here in this retype password box we want to retype the password that you have entered above. Name is equal to retype password. In this, whatever value the user enter, that value will be referred by the name retype password / form. Below it is given an example of admission form. The next field is radio button, or the next element that you can use in the input is radio button. Radio buttons are used to select only one item from the given group of items in the form. That is, here we can specify more than one value, but the user can select only one value or one item from the given group of items at a time. If you select the first, and after that if you select the second radio button, the first value will be, or the first dot will be removed, and it will be clicked in the second or new option that you had selected. To create radio button in form, provide radio value to the type attribute. That is, in the type attribute of input tag we have to specify the value as radio. The syntax of it is input type is equal to radio, name is equal to specify the name by which you want to refer the value, and value is equal to and specify the text. Any one radio button can be selected at a time for a group of radio buttons. A radio button appears in the form of small circle. Now whenever you click or select any circle, a dot will be inserted in the circle. It indicates that this radio button is selected. When users select any one radio button from a group, then other radio buttons cannot be selected. Only one button can be selected at a time. Generally, radio button is used to select a single item from a given group of items. In other way, we can say that if you want the user to select only one option from the given option, then in that case we can make use of the radio button. Out of the given option, by default, if you want to check any option, in that case we have to make use of check attribute. check attribute is optional. It is not compulsory. If you use check attribute, then check mark or radio button will be ticked on the option where we have used check attribute. Example of radio button form, say method is equal to post action admission form.html. Now here gender, we want to give title or heading to the radio buttons. Input type is equal to radio. Type is equal to radio indicates that we want to insert radio buttons. The first value, name, is equal to gender. The value that you are entering or the value that we click, a radio button we click, will be stored in the name of gender. Value is equal to male. After the checkbox, the value that we want to display is male, or if user click on this, male will be stored in the value. Here checked attribute is used, so by default whenever you open the form, male option will be checked by default. The second input type is equal to radio. We want the second radio button also. The name will be common, that is gender. Here when the user click on this radio button, the value that it will provide will be female, and after the closing of the bracket, female word is written, that is the title or a tag that we want to specify after the radio button. Below this is the example, that is the output shown of the radio button, the use of the radio button.